Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Beau again. So today, we're going to talk about body cameras, an angry judge, and Trump. Trump's Chicago operations have hit yet another snag, and yet another court order went against his administration. Recently, we talked about how U.S. District Judge Sarah Ellis laid down the law regarding the use of force by federal law enforcement in Chicago. She basically said to leave journalists alone and issued an order that prohibits federal officers from using chemical irritants like pepper spray or tear gas or kinetic devices like rubber bullets on anybody unless they pose a safety threat to officers or others. When they are used, the order requires 2 audible warnings before use. She also ordered them to wear identification and said that some of the recent actions clearly violate the Constitution. In that video, I said she seemed very aware of potential workarounds. Well, she had the feds back in court and said, quote, "I live in Chicago if folks haven't noticed, and I'm not blind, right?" When a judge says that, that's normally not a great sign. She then added, quote, "I'm getting images and seeing images on the news, in the paper, reading reports where I'm having concerns about my order being followed." To ensure her order is followed, she expanded her order a little bit. Quote, "I am adding that all agents who are operating in Operation Midway Blitz are to wear body-worn cameras, and they are to be on." The government's attorney said it wouldn't be logistically possible to distribute cameras to everybody immediately. The judge said she understood that not enough cameras would be available right away. She also directed the field director of the operation to be in her courtroom on Monday. A government attorney indicated that media reports were biased and selectively edited, which is funny in a way, since it seems like Trump's desired Portland deployment was based on him seeing clips from years ago. So, does the judge have reason to believe her order isn't being followed? Well, we can't say for sure whether the order is being followed, but the intent of the order was to limit harm and exposure to those who aren't a threat to public safety. Well, reports say that on Tuesday, after immigration authorities allegedly collided with the car of someone they were pursuing and a crowd gathered, they released tear gas without warning. Among those affected were more than a dozen Chicago Police Department officers. Another report said that outdoor recess was canceled at a local school because of tear gas blowing through the playground. I would imagine the judge doesn't believe local cops and school kids are a threat to the public. We'll probably hear more about the body cam requirement and how that will actually play out on Monday. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.